Genesis chapter 22 verses 1-2, 9a, 10-13, and 15-18. Ready even to sacrifice Isaac, Abraham is our father in faith. God put Abraham to the test. He called to him, "Abraham." "Here I am," he replied. God said, "Take your son Isaac, your only one, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah. There you shall offer him up as a holocaust on a height that I will point out to you." When they came to the place of which God had told him, Abraham built an altar there and arranged the wood on it. Then he reached out and took the knife to slaughter his son. But the Lord's messenger called to him from heaven, "Abraham, Abraham." "Here I am," he answered. "Do not lay your hand on the boy," said the messenger. "Do not do the least thing to him. I know now how devoted you are to God, since you did not withhold from me your own beloved." As Abraham looked about, he spied a ram caught by its horns in the thicket. So he went and took the ram and offered it up as a holocaust in place of his son. Again, the Lord's messenger called to Abraham from heaven and said, "I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you acted in not withholding from me your beloved son, I will bless you abundantly and make your descendants as countless as the stars of the sky and the sands of the seashore. Your descendants shall take possession of the gates of their enemies, and in your descendants all the nations of the earth shall find blessing, all this because you obeyed my command." While this reading holds many parallels to the Passion of Christ, the reading tells a story of a total faith, an internalization of that faith, and how obedience to God and His commands are rewarded. Isaac's mother Sarah was 90 years old when he was born. Now that's a miracle for mankind. Jesus' mother Mary was a virgin before and after his birth. Isaac was promised to Sarah and Abraham 20 years before his birth. Jesus was promised in Genesis chapter 3 verse 15, which was over 4,000 years before his birth. Sarah and Abraham were told what to name Isaac, their child of promise, before his birth. Mary and Joseph were also told what to name Jesus, their child of promise, before his birth. Isaac was obedient to his father even to the point of death. Jesus was also obedient to his father all the way to the cross. Verse 13, as Abraham looked about, he spied a ram caught by its horns in the thicket. So, he went and took the ram and offered it up as a holocaust in place of his son. Saint Augustine compared the thicket to the crown of thorns placed on Jesus' head the day of his execution. Note that the ram, caught in the thicket, became the substitute sacrificial offering for Isaac. Jesus became the substitute sacrificial offering for mankind. Because of Abraham's obedience, the Father promised him many descendants too numerous to count. Because of Christ's obedience, the Father provided Christian descendants too numerous to count. When we obey God's law, our rewards are many: joy, peace and happiness with ourselves and the world. Faith does not eliminate questions, but faith knows where to take them. Elizabeth Elliot.